There are moments in K-pop history that feel bigger than news. They feel like destiny finally moving. And on the evening of October 10th, 2025, HYBE did not simply post an update. They changed the emotional frequency of an entire planet. IT started as a simple notification. HYBE labels. Official lineup update for HYBE Global Music Festival 2025. Fans expected new opening acts, maybe a producer stage, maybe something safe. And oh one, not even the most delusional ARMY dreamer expected to read this. Special joint performance. Jimin x Jungkook, BTS. Exclusive duet stage. Never seen before, never to be repeated. Within 17 seconds, #Jungkook exploded worldwide. Within 3 minutes, Weverse temporarily collapsed. Within 9 minutes, CNN, Rolling Stone, Billboard, and K-Media began publishing emergency articles. Within 11 minutes, HYBE stock began spiking in real time. But the only reaction that truly mattered was not Wall Street, not the media, not even K-Net's IT was ARMY. Screaming, crying, shaking, as if something they had prayed for in silence for years was suddenly, magically, undeniably real. Because this wasn't just a duet. This was the first time since BTS's full military enlistment that Jimin and Jungkook would stand side by side on a global music stage. Not as soloists, not in a pre-recorded ad, not in a silent photo, but live, performing together. And in that moment, the world stopped. To the outside world, this may look like a simple duet. Two members of BTS sharing a stage again, but to ARMY, this wasn't just music, IT was healing. A reunion, a spiritual event, because the last 2 years were not easy. The silent military era changed everything. Jimin disappeared from the spotlight for nearly a year after his enlistment. His Weverse updates rare, carefully chosen, almost poetic. Jungkook went completely dark. No live streams, no ads, no music leaks, an extreme contrast from his non-stop global dominance during 2023. 2024, ARMY endured an era of waiting, clinging only to hope, memories, and the promise of, when we return, we will return, as 7. This duet announcement shattered the silence. IT wasn't just a stage, IT was a signal, a message without words. BTS is coming back, and it starts with Jimin and Jungkook. Minutes after the announcement, the internet became unrecognizable. Twitter, X, timeline, 90% Jimin and Jungkook. TikTok, instant tribute edits with 1M views in under 20 minutes. YouTube, reactions were being live streamed in real time. Fans literally watching fans faint. Spotify, 7 and Like Crazy both jumped back into top 20 in multiple countries simultaneously. But the comments, they were not normal. I feel like I'm going to throw up and ascend at the same time. I waited 835 days for this notification. I am no longer a person. HYBE knew exactly what they were doing. This is destiny. This is divine timing. And then a comment that echoed across Weverse. This isn't nostalgia. This is prophecy unfolding. The music industry has been quietly terrified of BTS's full reunion, and tonight, even before the performance, they got a preview of the chaos. Major US and Korean streaming platforms scrambled internally. HYBE's global broadcast partners upgraded servers within 2 hours of the announcement. South Korean media anchor Han Yuri said live on MBC, "This is no longer just a festival. This is a geopolitical event in entertainment." Advertisers reportedly began fighting over pre-roll ad placement for this one performance slot. HYBE didn't even open ticketing windows yet, and already, airlines reported price surges for flights to Seoul on the festival date. This wasn't a comeback. This was impact before action. There are many reasons HYBE could have made a strategic decision, but ARMY knew this wasn't marketing. This was personal. Jimin and Jungkook share a bond unlike anything else. They trained together, shared literal hunger and fear together, went from dorms to world stages together, and through every era, dark or golden, their souls were tethered in ways even BTS themselves admitted were beyond explanation. Jungkook once said, "Jimin is home." Jimin once whispered, "Jungkook is made of music." And now, they will become each other's music, live, for the first time in years. This isn't about vocals or choreography or brand power. It's about fate. At 2:03 a.m. Korea Standard Time, Filipino Army live-streamed prayer gatherings in Brazil. Fans rushed outside banging pots like it was a World Cup final. In Japan, fans began lining up at HYBE Insight Museum entrance just to leave letters. In the Middle East, fans tweeted, "We are rearranging our lives. This is not a discussion." And then came fan accounts translating Korean Army sobbing voice notes. This wasn't screaming, it was crying as if someone just came back from war, because in a way, they did. HYBE released no teaser photo, no concept description, no genre hint, just a named Jimin x Jungkook Duet. Never seen before, never to be repeated. That one line, never to be repeated, ripped Army apart emotionally, because this wasn't just a performance. This was a moment locked in time. One chance. One universe. One shot. HYBE didn't need promo. They weaponized absence. Longing. Myth. Not even 30 minutes passed, and fans were already at war with theories. 7+ like crazy mashup ballad version with live orchestra. Brand new Jimin times Jungkook subunit OST for BTS 2025 comeback documentary. A tribute ballad written during their military nights. Or something darker? Jungkook hinted something unreleased last year. The terrifying truth, HYBE gave 0 clues, which meant anything, truly anything, was possible. Some armies said it best. This isn't just two idols sharing a stage. This is the sound of BTS re-entering the world. Tonight, history restarted. Because make no mistake, this moment is not the peak. It is the spark, the opening chapter of something much, much bigger. Army can feel it. BTS is moving again. As the world prepares for this sacred performance, there is a strange silence. Not a peaceful silence, a trembling silence. The kind that comes right before a sky cracks open. Army are holding their breath. Camera crews are already mobilizing. Even the music industry titans are watching, quietly afraid, because everyone knows one thing. When Jimin and Jungkook step on that stage together, BTS officially begins again. Flights to Seoul for the festival weekend are rising by the hour, not the day. Travel agencies in Southeast Asia, Japan, Europe, all sold out premium seats first, without even knowing the set list. Hotels near the HYBE venue have quietly switched to inquiry-only private pricing, a code for, if you're not elite, don't even ask. But what's more emotional? Thousands of Army are planning to fly to Seoul even without a ticket, just to be physically present in the same city as Jimin and Jungkook when they perform together again. Somebody wrote on X, "I just need to breathe the same October 12th air." That's enough. This is no longer fan behavior. This is pilgrimage. Multiple Korean journalists have already confirmed HYBE is running this duet rehearsal like a defense operation. All rehearsal staff surrendering phones into EMP-shielded lockers and Wi-Fi or Bluetooth signals within 40 meters of stage zone. Backup decoy rooms to mislead any drone activity. Lights rehearsed in complete blackout to avoid window angle leaks. One notable leak from a music PD. I've worked 20 years in this industry. This is the most insane level of secrecy I have ever seen for a single performance. Something is coming, and it's not small. There are fan theories, but then there are Jungkook theories. Here are the 3 most viral, heart-destroying beliefs right now. The song they will perform is the one they secretly wrote during enlistment, not as soloists, but as brothers waiting for BTS. It's a goodbye to pain and a hello to BTS resurrection. Lyrics will contain a hidden message about OT7 comeback timeline. But the most dangerous theory spreading in Korean forums is this. This is not a duet. It's a message from BTS, and it starts with Jimin and Jungkook because emotion always starts first. Strategy follows later.